So then the World Championship has ended, and I am going to be going through all of the players that have moved and gone like up, down in the rankings, and players that are fallen off the tour. You know, players that are touching the top 64, players touching the top 32, and stuff like that. So I'll be going through all of the list. Obviously, the first few pages of this will be just players that are just dropping off the tour. So pretty much all of these players are players that have filled up the tour through missing players during the Pro Tour, off like the Challenge Tour, the Development Tour, stuff like that, and also players that have won, money at the UK Open. So any of these could be winners of the UK Open or, Pro Tour fillers. So I'll just show you, there's some interesting names in that one, but like I said, none of them really are players that are, going to be on the tour next year. This one then, on this page, you can start to see, obviously, carrying on players that will not be here. Jack LeBray actually will be on the tour next year. He has got a 2-year card. But also, these players here, where it says new, these are players that were at the World Championships and obviously won, or got to the first round of the championship and lost in round 1. Players like Bhav Patel, David Cameron, all the players with new, obviously, like I said, are the players that will not be returning, but have $7.5 grand from the World Championships run. Few up here as well. Callum Goffin and Robbie Knox will both be back for the next year of the PDC Pro Tour. They won their tour card last January, and they are entering year 2 of the tour card. Again, then, as you can see, a lot more players here that will be entering their 2-year card. Danny Van Tripp, Adam Warner, I'm trying to see there, Owen Rolfs, Ronnie Hybrex, Gert Nenches, Adam Smith-Neal, Nick Kenny, all players that are going to be, entering their 2nd-year tour card. You see Thibaut Tricol there going up 34 places. Fallon Sherrick will not get a tour card. She will not be on the tour next year unless she gets a tour card first via Q-School. Obviously, you see there Darren Penhall, Manlot Young. But there are some players on that list that will keep their tour card next year, as they are they're going into their 2nd year of their tour card. Now then, you can start to see players that are, getting towards the top 64, but just dropped off the tour. Some notable names that will not be on the tour next year: Louis Williams, Rusty Jake Rodriguez, Jeff Smith, Dylan Slevin up 6 places. He will be on the tour next year. Same as Lee Evans has gone up 12 places. John O'Shea will be losing. Richie Burnett, Scott Waits, Darius Labanauskas, Neil Zonneveld and Richard Veenstra very close to that top 64. They obviously stay on the tour. And they've got some players like Steve Lennon, Martin Kleermacher just missing out on that top 64. They will not be on the tour next year. Ian White is the cut-off. Ian White in 64th will keep his tour card for another year unless he drops off during the year. As you can see at the very bottom, you can't quite see the last few places on that, but the last few places are Kevin Doertz, Mervyn King, Adam Gavlas, and you've got Florian Hempel managed to keep his card. Jamie Hughes up 5 into 57. Mickey Mansell is into where's it gone? Mickey Mansell is into 56. I've got it on my screen, so we'll just read it off there. Mensa Sulovic is dropping very, very quickly. Mensa Sulovic drops 5 to 55. Cameron Menzies is up into the top 54. Boris Krčmar as well. And then you're looking at Matt Campbell. Matt Campbell getting into that top 48. He is only, if we just look at it on here, Matt Campbell's only like 60, 70 grand away from that top 32. Again, Jim Williams had a great run at the World Championship. He's up to 40th. You got Jan van Veen, won his tour card this year. He's up to 43rd. And then if we look at the top 32, Kim Hybrex is on the verge of losing that top 32 status. Matas Razma comes out of the top 32. Callum Ridds comes out of the top 32. And 2 players come into it. Scott Williams in at 30. And Luke Littler wins the World Championship and the 4th round of the UK Open, takes him up to the top 32. And look, the top 32 is a perk. Top 32 is a seed at the World Championship. You enter at the second round, fourth round at the UK Open. You know, a lot of perks for those top 32 players. Daryl Gurney up 1, Gary Anderson dropping to 27th, Martin Schindler up at 23. And then we look at the top sort of 31 there. You know, we've got Martin Schindler, as we mentioned, up at 32. Josh Rock slowly getting about his business as the 21st seed. Ryan Searle getting further and further away from that top 16. James Wade dropping out of the top 16. He drops 6 places to 19th. Andrew Gilding, UK Open champion, goes up into 18th. Stephen Bunting returns to the top 16. Ross Smith drops out of it. Couple of moves inside the top, or one move just above the top 16 is Chris Dobey moves up to 15th, and Dimitri Van den Berg up to 14th. Again, top 16 is guaranteed a seed at the World Match Play, guaranteed guaranteed to be, like I said, as the 32 in the second round of the World Championships, and again the fourth round of the UK Open. There's a lot on the line for the top 16. Moving slowly into the top 10 then, or just outside. Dirk van Duijvenbode drops 1. Joe Cullen is getting very, very close to the top 10 now. He's only less than 50 grand away from the top 10. Damon Heta drops out of the top 10, replaced by Dave Chisnall. Peter Wright drops from 4th in the world to 8th in the world, which means he is not guaranteed a place in the Premier League, but he probably will be in. Danny Oppert stays the same. Rob Cross up to world number 6, closing the gap to the top 4. And then Nathan Aspinall gets inside the top 4, so he is guaranteed a place at the Premier League, which is going to be announced later on today. Nathan Aspinall, like I said. Michael Smith drops 2, Michael Van Gerwen in 2nd, and the new world champion, the new champion of the world, Luke Humphries, is the new world number 1. So it's some important changes there. The top 16 guaranteed a seed at the World Match Play. The top 8 guaranteed a seed at the Grand Prix. Top 32 guaranteed a seed at the World Championships. So there's a lot to fight for between the 32, 16 and the 8. And obviously we'll find out the Premier League 8 tomorrow. Not tomorrow, today. I'm recording this on the night of the World Championships, but putting it out today, of course. So yeah, let me know your thoughts on some of those movers. Who do you think is going to have a big 2024, and who do you think could potentially drop off the tour or be in serious trouble of dropping off the tour? Thanks for watching this again. I will be reacting to the Premier League lineup announcement later on today, and we have got a special interview with a PDC World Championship player, or who did play at the World Championships in the next few days as well. So like I said, thanks for watching. Like, follow, subscribe, share, all that good stuff, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.